Hi guys, I hope you're well. Today I'm taking you through a Pilates ball ab workout. We have 10 exercises that we're going to do for 45 seconds each with a 15-second rest in between. We're going to do each exercise twice before we move on to the next one, so a 20-minute workout. If you don't want to do the 15-second rest, just keep flowing with me throughout the entire workout. Grab yourself a mat and your Pilates ball. We're going to pop the Pilates ball where your bra strap would be, and then just lean back on it. Bring your hands beside your ears and lean all the way back over the ball so you're stretching through those abs. Take a big breath in, and then as you exhale, we're tucking the chin and lifting up, thinking about lifting up and away from the ball, and then inhaling to come back down. If you need head support, just cradle the back of your head, creating a little hammock for your head. Keep thinking about pulling that lower belly button in and bringing those ribs towards your hip bones and your chest up towards the sky. Try not to have any weight on your ball at all. A little bit of a pause at the top will help really engage through those abs. Might even get a little bit of a shake at the top. Let's do our last one. And you have the option of resting for the 15 seconds, or if you'd like to keep working, we're repeating this exercise again. So second round is really good. You get to refine it, make it even better, work even a little bit harder. Let's go if you've been resting. Really leaning right back over the ball. Feel like you're stretching through those abs and then contracting those abs and getting that little bit of a hold at the top if you can. Elbows nice and wide, and really feel like you're relaxing your head fully into your hands here. So all of that lift and the work is coming through those abs. Even more of a hold at the top if you can. All right, let's get our last one in here. And take a rest if you like. Our next set is little pulses at the top. So same position, just thinking about the end range of the movement. If it helps you to think about lifting off the ball even more, you can reach those fingers towards the front. If you've been resting, let's go. Have a look down at that lower belly. Make sure you're squeezing that belly button towards the spine. Really tempting in this position to kind of bounce on the ball. I want you to avoid any sort of bouncing. Really think about contracting and controlling that lift. Remembering we have 2 sets of each exercise. Little puffs of air through the mouth as you pulse. Try and lift a little bit further off the ball. We've got less than 10 seconds here. Remember, you can rest for that 15 seconds, or we have another set of these. Resting if you need. If you're feeling fancy and fun, keep working. No bouncing on that ball. Try not to dome through the belly. Pull that lower tummy in. If you've been resting, we've got another 45 seconds here. Try and get as far off the ball as you can. Should be getting nice and shaky in those abs. Just gently tucking the chin, looking forward. You don't want your neck to be hanging back, or you don't want to be crunching in. Just a nice long neck and spine. Doing so well, guys. Keep it up. Squeeze that lower tummy flat. Bring those rib bones towards your hips and lift your chest up. We've got 5. Finish it off. Alrighty, take that ball, and it's coming right underneath your tailbone. So you just have to lift your tushy up, rest it underneath the tailbone, extend those legs up, bring your hands down for support, and we're scissoring one leg at a time towards the floor. Let's go. Make sure you don't change the shape of your spine here. So ribs and hips stay the same distance apart. I don't want your ribs and hips to come further apart. You can see how my back is arching there. Keep them drawing towards each other, and that will make sure those abs are working nice and strong. Now this is a lot of balance, but if you want to challenge, you can see if you can reach those fingers towards the sky. That way you won't have your hands on the floor for balance support. And anytime you like, you can bring those hands down. Palms down will be a bit more support, palms up will be less, so you can maybe work your way through those levels. All right, resting if you need, keep going if you can. We've got this one twice. Shoulders are relaxed. Breathing out on the way down will help you brace those abs. If you've been resting, pick it up again. Whee! Just taking the leg as low as you can control. Remembering that form is more important than pushing through a level that you can't control. Will really help you strengthen your abs if you totally nail it in your level before you move up. We'll just make sure you're working the correct muscles, working them properly. All right, we've got 10 seconds here. And then we have double leg lowers, my favorite. Keep that breath going. Resting if you need. If you're ready, we're going double legs now, so 2 legs together. Really control that movement here, so only take the legs as low as you can control. As soon as you start to feel those ribs and hips pull apart in your lower back arch, you've gone too far. Join me if you've been resting. Slow and steady wins the race here. Just bringing those toes to the ceiling. Try not to bring them so close to your chest that your tailbone starts to lift off the ball. And you've got the same option of reaching those fingers towards the sky. A little bit more balance, challenge, a little bit more control for your core. Whee! Lost it there. Really challenging without those hands on the floor. Even if you can get a couple of reps in, try it if you like. All right, resting if you need, otherwise keep going. We've got a second set of these. Really straight, strong legs. Glue those legs together. Lengthen them so they're nice and long. Keep it up. Maybe floating those fingers to the sky to finish off. Keeping the eye gaze steady will help you wobble less as well. Nearly there. Alrighty, resting if you need. We're going to take the ball in between our knees, bring our legs up to tabletop, nice flat back position. We're tapping the toes down and then we're lifting our head, neck and shoulders to squeeze it all in towards each other. So we inhale to tap down and then we exhale to tuck it all in. So you can bring your knees further past your hip bone for this one, because I want you to feel like you're squeezing and tucking as close as you can and then lightly tapping towards the floor. Your tailbone can even peel a little bit off the ground, but then the tailbone stays down and the back stays flat as we lightly tap those toes. Squeeze your ball so that you're activating through those inner thighs. You might like your fingers to the sky for this one, reaching forward, or you can bring those hands beside the ears or behind the head, as long as your head is relaxing into your hands. Stretch those toes a little bit further away, so you're tapping further away for a challenge. Rest if you need. Second set. Golly, time flies when you're having fun. And again, smooth and slow and steady. Join me if you've been resting. Don't worry about smashing out lots of reps. I want you to really think about your form and working slow and strong. Tap those toes as far away as you can. For this second set, really challenge yourself. Maybe even try and peel your tailbone a little bit off the floor, tapping your nose to the ball. Lift that pelvic floor up, pull that lower belly flat, keep your core strong the entire time. 3, 2, last one. All right, we've got the ball in between our heels with our heels in, toes out. Knees are nice and wide and they're sitting over our hip bones. We're gonna exhale and press away for 3 little pulses. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And then we inhale, gonna come back so that our knees are sitting over our hip bones. If you can advance, we're gonna lift our head, neck, and shoulders as we press away. 3 pulses, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Inhale, come back, rest that head down. Really working through those inner thighs here as we squeeze the ball. Extend those legs as low as you like for a challenge. And remember, you've always got that option of head support if you need it, just relaxing head into hands. Try and peel those shoulder blades as high off the floor as you can. All right, resting if you need. Second set is coming. We're going to take those legs a little bit lower on the second set. So really challenge those abs and extend as low as you can control. Join me when you're ready. Strong pulses here. Folding ribs to hips. Using that breath to get us off the floor. It's like a little froggy press. Keep that turn out. Heels in, toes out. 20 seconds to go. A little bit lower to finish strong. 5. Finish that last one. Roll onto your right side. So you've got your right forearm down and we're in a side plank position, bottom knee down, top leg long. And your top hand is going to press into the ball and you're really gonna lift that side waist up off the floor. Let's go. So anytime you need a break, just inhale to release the push on the ball and then exhale, push in a little stronger. You've got the option of extending your bottom leg so you're in a full side plank position. So your bottom knee will be off the ground. Just keep those hips really nice and stacked and same core engagement here. We're drawing that lower belly in, we're lifting the pelvic floor and we're pushing that side waist up and away from the mat and keeping our shoulder blade flat. So think lots of space between shoulder and ear. So the push into the ball is just gonna get those abs working a little bit stronger, gonna help our activation. 2, 1, resting if you need. We have a second set here. Anytime you need to release that ball, just take a breath in, exhale, push, and then keep the push and breathe nice and steady. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Really working through our side obliques. I forgot to say join me again, so join me if you haven't already. We're into our second set of our side plank here. Lift up a little bit higher, past the halfway mark, stick with it. Nearly there, guys. Then we're rolling into forward facing plank. 3, 2, and 1. We're rolling into our forward facing plank and the ball is going to be underneath your left foot. We'll be on our hands for this one. So wrists underneath our shoulders. You can start with your bottom knee down. So you're in a half forward facing plank position. Push down into the ball, squeeze your core, that's level 1. Level 2, you're gonna tuck those right toes and you're in a full high plank position. Then we put lots of weight into the ball, lift our right leg, tap back down. Lots of weight into the ball. Lift that right leg, tap back down. So plank position, we're tucking ribs and hips towards each other. We're pulling that lower belly up towards the spine. We're keeping our neck nice and long by looking towards the fingertips or the top of the mat. Last one. All right, resting if you need. We're going to do that one again. That's nice and strong on those shoulders and wrists as well. Forearms are there if you absolutely need. All right, flat upper back, strong core. Option one, with your right knee down, holding that half plank. Let's go, put pressure in the ball. Level two, let's get up into that high plank. Even if you can get a couple of lifts and then rest down into that half plank position as you need. Just keep challenging yourself as much as possible. Keeping that strong tuck so we're not arching through our lower back. Nearly there, guys, 10 seconds. Finish it off. All right, we're going into side plank with our left forearm down just so we can get a break off those wrists. So choose your challenge option again. You've either got your bottom knee down, top leg straight, pressing into the ball as we lift that side waist away, or you are in your full side plank position. Keep your hips stacked. Anytime you need to take a break off pushing the ball, just take a breath in. Check that your elbow is underneath your shoulder here. Lots of space between the floor and your side waist. Keep lifting up because that will be the first place you sink down into. Pull that lower tummy in. Push a little firmer down into the ball. Keep that neck nice and long. A little break if you need. Shake out that shoulder. We get to do it again. So fun. Squeeze into that ball. You can take that full 15-second rest. You don't have to join me until that dong. Nice steady breath. It's only 45 seconds. Remember, you've always got that half option. Maybe you need to rest down there for a few seconds and then you can come back up again. Hips nice and stacked. Firmly pushing into the ball. See if you can stick with it all the way to the end. Alrighty, forward facing plank. We're gonna pop that ball underneath our right foot this time. Back up onto your hands if you can. You're starting in that half plank position. That's always there for you. Wrists under shoulders, left knee down, ball pressing down onto, or your right leg I should say, pressing down into the ball. If you can, full plank. Then we're gonna put weight on that right side, float the left leg up. Without bringing any arching into the back. Tucking the ribs and hips towards each other. Do a little hump of the floor. A little air hump. So you've got that nice long spine. Woo. Nearly there. We can take a break into one, have a little rest. We just have to finish off our second round here and then you are done. Alrighty, bring that weight forward again, brace those abs. Let's see if we can get a little bit in our high plank for your finale. Nice long neck. push into that right side. Really squeeze the ball. Everything should be shaking. Remember, you've got your forearms there if you need. You're so close, guys. Stick with it. Even if you're holding in that half plank position, I want you to keep working all the way through to the end. 3, 2, and 1. Relax down. Grab a hold of your ball and you're just going to bring it in front of you. Sit your bum back towards your heels. Have a little rock from side to side. You did it. Roll yourself back up when you're ready. That is you all done. I hope you enjoyed your Pilates ball abs. Definitely felt the shakes, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Well done, guys.